Hello and welcome to this on-page SEO video tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to take a look at how a website can be correctly planned so that you can get the best out of your search engine optimization in terms of what you're putting on the page. So the website in question that we're going to look at today is called Airborne Signs, and after we've had a look at how it all comes together, how the website comes together, and the important parts of this tutorial that we're going to look at, we'll then look at the website and apply this section of the lesson to the end part of the lesson. So in terms of on-page SEO, there's a few things that you should be aware of and a few things that you're going to need to do in order to meet the requirements that Google's looking for. Google says that they're looking for 200 odd elements to give you page rank. Now, they don't release what those elements are, but it's a pretty good guess as to the types of things that they're looking for. And the reason that it's a pretty good guess is that they've given this information out through YouTube videos, through documents, through Q&A sessions that they've done either at conventions or at product releases, or through their contact forms that they have on multiple Google websites. So what we do know is that there's a couple of key things on your web page or on any given web page that you're going to want to get right. So we're going to start with the title. Any new web page that you create for your website should have a purpose. So if it's going to have a purpose, it's obviously going to be about a particular product or service that your business engages in. And in this case, we're going to take a look at the LED signs page for the Airborne Signs website. So when we go to that page, we're going to want to see that the title of the page is, of course, LED signs. What the company does, of course, is build light boxes, neon signs, or as they're known today, LED signs, so that customers can see in the dark a company, a fast food company, or a product or service that a company is offering. Maybe they want to have a little bit more of that street traffic being drawn in, or they've got a high visibility road-facing building that they want to showcase at night. They'd use an LED sign. Okay, so very simple with the title, of course. Now for the description, the web page has a 160 character section in which they can add some text. Now in that text they're going to want a call to action. They're going to want to say something like, call us now for a free no obligation quote on your LED sign. But they may also want to include the words neon sign or light box, as those are some of the terms that people know LED signs as. The reason for this is that users aren't always going to search for what the page name is. They're going to search for synonyms of what that page is and the topic of what that page is. And in Airborne's case, they're going to want to capture as much traffic as they possibly can so that more people are going to their website and more of the great LED signs that Airborne Signs builds are out in the market. So the keywords and key phrases have a close allegiance to description. Google has said that they do not take into account keywords, and we have to take that at face value. With that said, however, it is likely that in some capacity keywords are used, and if not by Google, perhaps by Bing, Yahoo, or any other crawlers that are around on the internet. I suggest that you have no more than 4 keywords per page, and you may want to call them key phrases. So rather than keyword being LED signs and scrunched up and it's all one, you may want to have light emitting diode signs. Probably unlikely because people are only ever going to use the abbreviated LED. But you could also have neon signs, or as I've suggested before, light box. So there's going to be some symmetry between the description and the keywords, as there will be with the title, the description and the keywords. Now in terms of the clean URL, that is indicating to both the user and Google in the address bar that the website or web page in question is relating to LED signs. In most cases it's going to say airbornesigns.co.nz if you're on the home page. In this case it's going to say airbornesigns.co.nz/LED signs. It's important that you have a clean URL so that it shows it is in fact LED signs. Older websites and poorly built websites have URLs that don't tell the user what they are. They might say something like airbornesigns.co.nz /? AN25, or it might say airbornesigns.co.nz node 13. Either way, that doesn't tell the user, and it certainly doesn't tell Google what that page is about. If you have those issues, speak to your webmaster about getting clean URLs installed. We're also going to take note of the sitemap, and there it's going to show the hierarchy of that page. How important is that page to Airborne Signs? Is LEDs actually representative of being the third down? Or is it that they just put in the LED signs page as the third in the signs entry into the website? They actually mean for it to be quite high up. They do a lot of LED signs. But when they entered it onto the website, hey, they just went to whatever came up first, and in that case it was 3D lettering. So it's important that you indicate to Google, by doing so in your sitemap, how important that page is. It's going to help with that ranking later on. And then finally, the all-important body text. What you've actually got to tell the user, what you've actually got to tell the person who's come to the site about your product. In this case, LED signs, people want to know, hey, the airborne LED signs are great, they're vibrant, they show people exactly what you want to show. It draws people in when they come out of a cinema and they're looking for a bar. Hey, look, there's the merchant in Albany. Hey, well, let's go and have an ale there. Toasty roasty fire. Maybe it's a fast food joint over in town, over in K Road. Hey, let's go and have a meal. What do we want? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's go for a cruise down the road. Hey, look, there's a neon sign. Let's go there. So they want to show and tell the people through the body text and maybe some images, hey, this is what we do. This is how we can create a really eye-catching and popping LED sign. Engage the user. Make sure it's unique content. You certainly don't want to include the LED signs in the 3D lettering. These are different topics, okay? Don't talk about 3D lettering to a great degree in the LED signs. You can say that we can make LED signs that are 3D, but really it's its own page. Okay, so those are the elements that we're going to look at on the Airborne Signs website. Before we do, however, we're just going to take a look at the hierarchy of the Airborne Signs website. So there are three main components. Yes, there's a home page, there's a contact page, there's a testimonial page on the Airborne Signs website. But really, what they're advertising is their products and services. So there's DPF, which is digital print finishing, there's signs, and there's products. So for DPF, there's more than three, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to show three. There's display products, laminating, and application only. What we want to do is clearly demarcate the different sections of the website. Any keywords and any conversation about the website is going to be split up into these three business units for Airborne. They deal with digital print finishing, which is application only, vinyl cut, things like that. And then you've got signage, which is 3D lettering, LED signs, vehicle decals, and then you've got products. And any future products are going to come here. When any SEO is being done on the website, you're going to want to emphasize not only the individual pages, but really look to that section. How much traffic is coming to that section of the website? And what can we do to emphasize that? You're going to need to look at your analytics, your webmaster tools data to find that out. So make sure that you take a look at those tutorials as well. Right, as I said, we're going to take a look at LED signs. So enough of the whiteboard information, pretty clear. What we're going to do is take a look at these elements, and we're going to take a look at just quickly how the demarcated elements of the website are showcased, and then we're going to focus on the LED signs page to show how those elements work in practice. So come with me. Okay, so welcome to the website. You'll see on screen now that we have the Airborne Signs website displaying. We're currently on the home page. Looking at the site structure here, we can see that it is broken up into signs, and you'll see the various
services that are offered for signs. Digital print finishing, again you can see the different services offered for printing. Products, and testimonials and contact us. On most of the pages, if not all the pages, there is a slideshow that is showcasing the visual treats that Airborne Signs has developed over the years. Some body text on each of the pages, and then footer information, which we didn't talk about in the first section of this tutorial. However, in terms of your SEO behavior, it is good if you have a footer, as the Googlebot can find all the different links on a page. The way that the Googlebot works is that once it comes to the web page that it has found or been asked to index, it will follow all the links it finds and then index those pages. So in this case, we're going to take a look at the LED signs page. And the first element we're going to look at is the title. We can see that in the title it is called LED signs. So we're onto a winner with the title. Got some images there we can see of the different LED signs that have been created by Airborne Signs. If we come down the page, there is some header tags and some body text. Depending on the browser that you're using, you can click on View Page Source and it will show you the source code for this page. The reason we're going to take a look at this is that we can find some key information. For example, the title is LED signs. The keywords on the page are LED signs, illuminated signage, neon signs, LED signage, ultrasonic light boxes, and outdoor signs. So we're building that affinity between the name of the page, what the page is trying to convey to both the user and Google. The description, we build eye-catching LED neon signs in all shapes and sizes. Talk to us about a cost-effective LED sign. So currently there's no phone number in there. So we want that call to action. It's good that there is a call to action, talk to us about a cost-effective LED sign, but we want to add that phone number in there. So on Google, the user can see the phone number without having to go to the website. It just helps if they're looking for a particular product or service, they can get hold of you quickly and easily. See here there's some analytics code installed. It's for another lesson. And scrolling down the page, we can see the body text. We can see that there is an H tag as indicated by the H. So it's the fourth most important header on the page. And then very simply, we've got the body text. Okay. If we jump back, we can see that the URL is clean, commercial, industrial, vehicle, or window, we do it all, and then LED signs. So these keywords are going to be attributed to the page. Right, well let's log in to the site. This particular website was built by a company called Toast in Takapuna and is founded on the Silverstripe content management system. So Silverstripe CMS by Toast and Silverstripe. And it is a very, very high performing CMS. Now that we're logged in, you'll see the standard screen for the Silverstripe CMS, and we're going to want to drill down to the LED sign page. Of course, this won't be the same for everyone, depending on what CMS you're using. You're going to have different layouts, different features, but the relevant points can still be made here. That we can change the body text inside of the WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get editor. This is very standard on most websites. so that you can change the details. So for example, we can write test, 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 and make it bold, change the header if we wish to. And we are going to change the header. We're going to make this header 2, just a little bit larger, to show that the LED illuminated signage title is a little bit more prominent, so it's the second most prominent title on the page. The title, of course, is LED signs, that's the page name, and the navigation, that's the menu link, is also LED signs. So lots of that symmetry we've talked about between the page name and the actual topic of the page. Going into metadata, we can see that the title of the page is LED signs, and that's correct, and the keywords are attached in the keywords section. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add in that phone number for airborne signs, just to correct the call to action. We'll just put a little hyphen in there and the phone number. So the description is easily changed, the keywords are easily changed, the title can be easily changed if this information was incorrect. If we look at the sitemap, we can see that the page has a priority of 2, which is indicating to Google that, hey, this page isn't as high as sort of signs or digital printing or products, but it is very important inside of the hierarchy of signs. So in terms of the clean URL, if need be, LED signs can be changed to be light box, neon signs. In this case, we want that affinity to be LED signs. So really simple. If we click on Save and Publish, we'll see that the site will have now changed. On the live site, if we go to LED signs and look at that page source, we'll now see that there is a phone number included in the description. We can also scroll down and we'll see the header tag has also been changed to be H2, just indicating in the body text that it's a little bit higher in the hierarchy. So all in all, this page is very well designed. It has a clear direction for the user, and that is that it's an LED sign page. In terms of Google indexing it, right from the clean URL to the title, to the keywords, the description, the sitemap, the body text, which includes the images, all indicate that this page is about LED signs. And so once indexed, the on-page behavior for this particular page is going to return a pretty good result and hopefully a reasonably high page rank for airborne signs. Of course, as they move through their SEO behavior and development, they'll want to check all the different pages to make sure that they do also have that symmetry that the LED sign page has. So if the window frosting page was the next in the list for airborne to address, they'd want to see, okay, do we have the correct body text? Do we have a description that is relevant? Bring some creativity to your office with funky designs. Even better, wrap the conference room windows with professional company branding. You may want to have a call to action in there. You may want to check the keywords. But having done it the first time with LED signs and having benched marked a page, it will become a lot easier to develop any further pages for the Airborne Signs website. So if you have any further questions, please use the Wonks contact form, and we recommend that you take a look at the other tutorial lessons in the SEO section of the campus. Thanks for watching.